You can perform complex operations using the TI-89 or the TI-84, and I believe the TI-83, many of the commands are going to be very similar to the TI-84. So let's look at the TI-89, and we'll see how to convert between rectangular and polar, or phasor form is what we're really wanting. So we go into the home screen, we'll pick mode, and we'll go down to the angle and right click on the arrow and select degree. And down in complex format, we're going to pick rectangular. And now we can do our operations. So I'm going to do 2 plus 3 times the I is over the catalog. So it's second catalog. Close parenthesis times 3 minus 2 times second key, and the catalog gives me the I. Close parenthesis and hit enter. And that gives me my form in rectangular. Now I can take this form and I can put it into polar. So I'm going to click second and answer. I'm just going to use this 12 plus 5i. Hit the second button and the mode, which has the little blue triangle pointing to the right. That's the conversion function. And then you just type polar with a capital P. So I'm going to use alpha shift, get my P. Then I'm going to lock alpha so I don't have to keep going back to it. And there's O, L, A, R. And when I hit enter, I get this in exact form. If I want it in approximate form, I just need to hit the star key and enter. And there's our value that we're looking for. Now let's convert from polar to rectangular. When we start with polar, we have to put it into parentheses. So start with a parenthesis. I'm going to do 18. Now I need to put the angle marker in. So I'm going to do the second and the double E on the left hand side. It gives me the angle sign. And then 25, and I need to put that it's in degrees. So I'm going to hit second, and the key above the E, which is that straight bar, it's right next to the 7, gives me a little degree sign. Close parenthesis, and now I want to convert it, so I'm going to hit second, mode key for the arrow to the right, and this time I'm going to type rect, R-E-C-T. Make sure that the R is capitalized. And I'm going to do an approximate. And I have 16.3 and 7.6i. For the TI-84, things get a little complex. We'll walk through it. So first I'm going to go to mode. I found that if I go to, instead of float, if I go to 3 decimal points, it works a little bit better. So I just highlight the 3, click enter, and I choose degree mode. Just highlight it, click enter, go down, and for the moment I'm going to just do the rectangular mode. Now I can clear this. So the first thing, I'm going to do the same problem, 2 plus 3 times second, and the decimal point gives you the I, times 3 minus 2 times second and decimal point for the I, and hit close parenthesis, hit enter, and I get the same value that I got on the 89. And now I want to convert to polar. I'm just going to take the answer, so the second and the negative sign has the answer. Then I'm going to go to Math, which is the third key down on the left side. Take the arrow key over twice to Complex. Go down to Polar, which is 7. And this will convert it into polar form for me. Notice that I got the same answer and the same angle. Now I want to convert this phasor into what we got on the TI-89. This is where things get a little complicated. You have to remember to do this correctly. So the first thing is I'm going to type 18. Then I need the exponential, which is second and above the natural log key, or next to the 4 key. Now this, even though we have it in degrees mode, this is always going to need radians, and we have to convert it to degrees in the exponent. So in this case I want 25. I'm going to convert that to radians. So I'm going to have times the second key, and the up arrow right under the clear key gives me pi, divided by 180 times, and I need the second and the decimal key for the I. So there's my angle in degrees of 25, my conversion times pi divided by 180 times I to get me into complex, and then you just have to press the arrow key to get it back down to the normal. And to go to rectangular form, I click Math, go over twice to Complex. I'm going to choose 6 for rectangle, and when I hit Enter, I get the same values that I got on the TI-89. So the 84, just can't emphasize this enough. When you go from polar to rectangular, you've got to do that conversion to convert it into radians, or else these numbers will be wrong.